Act now so we can live together. That's the motto of this organisation, which today is paying a visit to a Catholic school.
People were always surprised to see that I, a Jew, defend Muslims, and I'd be surprised they were surprised.
The members meet with pupils around the country to spark lively discussions about religion and discuss popular misconceptions. Their ultimate aim is to teach children to live in harmony in the outside world.
A secular republic allows each and everyone to talk freely about their beliefs while maintaining a firm stance against extreme behavior that goes against the law, along with banning hate speech towards religions and their followers.
For 2 hours, students exchange words and ask questions.
We've learnt a lot about respecting people's views and the way we interact with each other.
And the teachers are pleased with what the members of the organisation managed to achieve.
This is a Catholic school, and there are Muslim students here too. They had a lot of questions and were relieved to see that dialogue is possible, that understanding each other is possible.
Some point to the fact that the organisation doesn't always bring up the more sensitive topics, but they strongly disagree.
People often say we're idealistic or too naive, but I'm deeply convinced that our method is the most militant and the most difficult as well. We have to be very careful with each and every word we say.
Moving away from this small village to the suburbs in the north of Paris, and a familiar face is stopping by. François Hollande, the former French president, has come to talk to pupils.
You are first and foremost French citizens. Then some of you are Muslim. But you're first of all French citizens who are protected by the freedom and the rights of our society.
Freedom of speech, headscarves, feelings of discrimination. Students challenge the former president.
You mustn't compare us to others. There are always extremists. We're happy to be in France.
One of several visits that François Hollande has been making in the country. He says the growing misunderstandings about secularism in younger circles needs to be addressed.
Teachers play a crucial role in explaining what secularism is to their pupils. The laws of our republic that allow us to live together and be free to follow any creed.
Teachers say it's essential to listen to children, especially when confronted on topics such as Je suis Charlie or I am Charlie, the slogan in support to those who were killed at Charlie Hebdo, a satirical newspaper that had published cartoons of the Prophet Mohammed.
For example, I'm Charlie comes up a lot. I often have students who tell me they're not Charlie. But what does Charlie mean? It isn't in the dictionary.
Charlie means I support them and what they do.
Yes, but people who protested in the days following the attack said I am Charlie because they supported free speech.
Yes, I support free speech.
There are survivors of the terrorist attack who come to meet students, so we do talk about the cartoons. But slogans like this don't actually mean anything because there's no definition for I am Charlie. If Charlie means I like the newspaper's cartoons and I buy them, then you aren't Charlie.
In case what I said is misinterpreted, just to make clear, I'm neither for Charlie nor for the terrorist attacks.
Keeping the talk going isn't always easy, though, when pupils are confronted to other influences outside of school.
Do you feel any pressure, that's you as in French Muslims from the suburbs, any pressure from radicals who might push you to respect Islam differently?
To be honest, the young Muslim Brotherhood guys are always around. They come to talk to you for hours. But they've never condoned violence. They're good people. I respect them. But I just feel like telling them, hey mate, religion is between me and myself. It's no one else's business.
Between September 2019 and March 2020, 935 reports of non-secular behaviour were filed according to the Ministry of Education for 12.5 million school children in France. A stable figure, says a specialised committee set up to advise the government. The group is sounding the alarm over the lack of training for teachers, while others say that the successive governments bear a strong responsibility for the current situation.
The response should have been to teach the political history that led to these children being here. Our colonial past isn't taught properly. If you're not part of the country's history, where do you fit in? Religion is all that's left for you. I would say that by choosing not to teach political history, the state has literally pushed people towards religion, the only way they can share a common identity.
Secular values are, for now, challenging to teach, and school teachers say the issues they're faced with go well beyond the scope of religion and are linked to the ever-widening social divide within the country.